Kyler Murray. I'm going to give you this dub real quick. And Oklahoma beats Alabama. And so let's just say both underdogs win. So let's say Oklahoma beats Alabama and Notre Dame wins. Who would you take in that game? So you're looking at all offense versus a team that really hasn't been tested.
I'm going to go with all offense because the team hasn't been tested. I can't in good conscience fully just like pick them to win just because they're unproven.
Okay. So let's take Oklahoma off the table. Alabama versus Notre Dame. If Notre Dame were to upset Clemson, who do you take?
I'm going with Alabama.
Okay.
I'm definitely going with Alabama. Because that's a defense.
Yeah. Well, and do you know what my thought process is too? Do you remember the last time Alabama and Notre Dame played? There's a fella by the name of Manti Te'o at linebacker. Yeah, remember that little got a little friendly on the internet.
Yep, that.
Well, do you remember what the final score of that game was? Like 42-7.
Yeah, it was.
That game wasn't close.
Not at all.
And my thing is that
funny.
Me as a college football fan, at the end of the day, Notre Dame is an independent.
Mm-hmm.
As an independent, you answer to nobody. Why are you not at least 3 times a year, 4 times a year, go play somebody good?
Maybe they're scared.
Because I'm not exactly sure how the college football scheduling process works. I'm not sure if coaches pick stuff or if there's a commission that picks stuff or what. But I mean, man, Notre Dame, like if you're gonna play, 12 tomato cans, what's the point? You know what I mean? I almost equate Notre Dame's schedule to, and you're probably gonna hate me for this, to a little bit to Deontay Wilder's boxing record. When you're punching tomato cans, when you're punching guys that are in their 40s that don't belong in a goddamn ring. You know what I mean? And I know you're a Deontay fan.
Well, no, I haven't watched boxing. Just gonna say that. But from what I'm just like, I just feel if you play scrubs all year long and then you get to some real competition, even if you are actually better than that competition, it's going to take you a good quarter or two to actually feel that competition out.
Some teams it takes even longer than that. Some teams you might have to turn it all on in the fourth quarter, and then by that point you're down 4 scores and it's too damn late.
Exactly. So I mean, at least get at least two.
Oh yeah.
High quality games in.
In my opinion, like if I'm Notre Dame, looking at this year, if I had to go pick 2 teams that I know I could beat, but we're still ranked, I'm gonna go play those Ducks out there in Oregon. They were ranked like high 20s, teens all year. Justin Herbert, good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I go play those Ducks out there in Oregon, and I go play that little bit of ugly Laker purple and yellow down there in the Bayou down there in LSU. Because hey, let's be real, LSU. As much as I love their defense, Greedy Williams, in my opinion, is the best cornerback in college football right now. And I mean, how many guys named Greedy playing corner? That is like you have the right, sir, to talk you have the right to talk as much trash as Jalen Ramsey does on Sundays if your name is Greedy. Because like I'm literally no. Think about it. If your name's Greedy and you're playing corner and you're 6'1", 210 and you can lock up anybody, I'm gonna talk the whole game and you're gonna know about it too. But what's one thing LSU hasn't had in forever? It's this great thing called offense. If I'm Notre Dame, all I gotta do is hold them under 14 points and find a way to score 3 times. There's your game. And I love as much as I give LSU crap, I love LSU because they seem to be one of the teams that always pushes Alabama a little bit in the regular season. And also you guys gave me one of the greatest memes I think I've ever come up with was Jamar Ness Russell. The Jamar Ness monster. Hey, man, he's the only dude to ever actually eat himself out of the NFL, man. Dude walked into training camp at like 3:15 or something like that, man. Come on. If you're bigger than your left tackle, you do not play quarterback. Sorry.
No.
It's not how that works. All right, so Clemson, Alabama, let's just say in a hypothetical, which, I mean, we're going with the odds-on favorites here. Clemson, Alabama, what do you think?
I'm gonna just go with Clemson because I'm biased.
Just because we don't like
Yeah,
Alabama.
just 'cause we don't like Alabama. I'm gonna go with Clemson because I'm biased. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. So now, shootout or defensive slugfest?
I'm gonna go. I'm hoping it's a shootout.
Oh yeah. Ratings would be ridiculous if it's like a 50-47 game or something like that.
I mean, I would maybe not that high. Like if we can at least get to like 35-28 or something like that, I'd still be good.
You know what would be crazy that I just thought about?
What
if it was like a repeat of Rams Chiefs Monday night a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, okay, now that happens.
That would be
and I'm pissed.
legendary.
I'm pissed. I missed that game too.
I am too, man. I missed that game. I'm like, man.
Because I saw so many stats on Facebook. My cousin's like, yo, I'm glad I don't like these teams because if I did, I would be stressed out right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
so many
God.
people that had Patrick Mahomes in fantasy were like, thank God.
It was
shout out no defense in the NFL.
Yeah, it was from what I saw. I'm like, how do you have that many turnovers yet still
score that many points?
Well,
it's ridiculous.
That and what also blows my mind is that the Chiefs are averaging over 50 points in their losses. Like that's just unheard of to score that many points and still lose.
Well, and what blew my mind about that game, not that I want to dwell on that game for too long, but what blew my mind about that game is the names. The big names that the Rams had on defense. Yeah. Like, you mean to tell me Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh, Marcus Peters, Aqib Talib, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure Peters and Talib were actually hurt for that game. I'm fairly certain, comment section, correct me if I'm wrong. But, my God, still, even, you got that many, like, I literally, and I've heard so many people say this, the Rams can literally just show up for 3 quarters, flip the switch, and win against half this league.
Yep.
I mean, no offense to the NFL, you know what I mean? Arthur and I are in no way, shape, or form ever going to see the NFL, but you know what I mean?
No, we're not.
If you can just show up, and any of the football players that are out there watching this, you know what I mean by just show up. You know what I mean? For 3 quarters, and then just be like, well, let's get it.
It's like, let's just turn it on.
Yeah, let's just, yeah. Like, my girl gonna be mad at me if we lose this game. Like, I could probably hear Jared Goff in the huddle like, yo, Todd, your girl finna be mad at you if you don't score this touchdown, bro. He'll be like, hey, Brandon, I'm gonna throw you this deep post. If you drop this, your agent is going to be so mad at you. Like, that's probably how they get themselves fired up.
So you ain't getting no extension if you drop this.
Exactly. Man. Well, they're probably like, bro, we're in Hollywood. Scarlett Johansson is not coming over to the crib later if I don't get this touchdown. You know what I mean? Like that. A
Motivation.
team that good, it wouldn't surprise me if they did that just to motivate each other.
Hell, I did it all the time.
Oh, I believe it. But like, I mean, I know one thing that always kind of blew my mind is how teams can consistently be perennially bad, both in college football and the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a renaissance at some point, but I mean...
For sure.
Like, I'm like, next year, if Baker continues to do this, I'm really interested to see how the Browns do, because they've already won more games this season than they have in the last 2 years combined.
For sure.
So that's going to be interesting to see.
And I mean, Baker Mayfield is he's an enigma of a human to me.
Yeah.
At this
and
point.
the way he talks trash is great.
Yeah.
Like, he's, like, just everything's off rip. It's great.
I don't know about you, bro. I woke up feeling a little dangerous. See, now, this is where my love for Baker Mayfield stops. Because you're going to love this. If I'm Baker Mayfield in that press conference, and you do a Top Gun, woke up feeling dangerous, I am baiting a reporter into asking me, why are you feeling dangerous? My response, greatest one-liner ever in my opinion, because I was inverted. Like, honestly, like, imagine the meme that would have come out of that. Like, you just picture Baker Mayfield like, yeah, man, I woke up feeling dangerous. Yo, Baker, why are you feeling dangerous? Because I was inverted. Like, Top Gun, drop mic, walk out. Like, oh, man. So, speaking of NFL, February's not too far off.
That's true.
We got a Super Bowl to play, my man. I mean,
Well,
all right. So I'm just gonna get my ragging on y'all Eagles out of the way. Y'all garbage. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, all right. So maybe you can shed a little light on this for me. All right. I'm a Steelers fan.
Okay.
You're an Eagles fan.
Yes.
Every Eagles fan that I've talked to, y'all hate the Steelers.
I'm not.
Why?
I honestly, the reason I hated the Steelers was because when I was smaller, or when I was little, everybody else liked them. So I'm like, I want to be different.
I can respect that.
Originally, that was the reason. But now it's just, I don't know. I just don't like them.
Well, here's my thing. Here's my thing though, right? The feeling isn't mutual. We don't hate you guys. Okay. So there's some of us that are, and just like that. Well, there's some Eagles fans that like that don't mind the Steelers. There's some Steelers fans that don't mind it.
Even a lot of people I've seen, maybe they don't dislike the team, but they definitely don't like the fans. I'm like,
oh yeah, we are a bunch of ignorant Yankees talking about downtown, and gotta go park the car. In Plumborough. We're a bunch of Italians out there, man.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that.
Well, but here's my thought process, right? At the end of the day, we cheered, in my opinion, and most of the Steelers Facebook groups, we were cheering for you guys in the Super Bowl last year just because, A, put on for PA, man. Like, at the end of the day, same state, same blood, same mud.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And B, God, we just hate Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
with that game.
Well, but here's the thing. So, like, and I can't say that it's a rivalry between the Steelers and the Eagles, but at the end of the day, I've noticed that you guys may not like us, but you're still preoccupied with other people. Like, you guys hate Dallas more than you hate Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I hate the Cowboys.
For sure. You know what I mean? Just like we hate the Ravens more than because like in my opinion, like I said, we don't mind you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're different divisions, same state, same blood, same mode. Let's go get it. If we had to see you guys in a Super Bowl, that would be lit.
That would be a great game.
That would be lit, honestly, just because this state would literally rip itself in half.
Yep.
The bar fights would be ridiculous.
Oh my god, exactly. Like that was the whole reason I was pissed that I couldn't make it to Philly for the Super Bowl and B for the parade. Because I wanted so bad to just be part of that mayhem in the streets.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I mean, it was like I read the police scanner for that report. That was great.
I believe it.
It was great. So I'm just like, it would be, well, first off, it would be a great game. Maybe not this year because...
Definitely not this year. We have too many injuries this late in the season.
We were down to a 6-string corner like a little bit ago.
Yeah.
But it would be a great game, and I really would want to see like a Pennsylvania Super Bowl. That
would be fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are leading your division, right?
No.
Or Dallas is ahead of you?
This.
Well, all right, but you guys are in the wild card hunt, correct?
We're in the wild card. We're behind Carolina and Minnesota.
Man, Carolina, such an up and down team.
I know we choked in the fourth quarter for that.
You guys choked, and then we smoked them. I don't understand how. Because like I'm a big Cam Newton fan, you know what I mean. I'm not a Panthers fan in any way, shape, or form, but they have two players that I absolutely love, in Cam Newton and Luke Kuechly, and man, we just spanked them. And James Conner's hurt this week, unfortunately, but I mean I'm 99% sure we're leading our division right now, so we may actually just win our division outright and then get a playoff spot, or if not, get a wild card spot. But I tell you what, man. You guys kind of got lucky because, you guys kind of know what the Cowboys are going to do with Dak and Zeke and everything else. We have to go see Lamar Jackson twice a year, bro.
He has as many carries as our running backs do. Honestly.
For sure. Well, and you know what the crazy thing is? I didn't sleep on Lamar Jackson coming out of the draft because I know that guy can throw.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's good for about 2 ducks a game, just 2 lame ducks, like straight pull, pop, ducks a game.
Yeah.
But the fact that guy probably runs a 4.3 and can put the ball just about anywhere he wants, that's scary.
Yep.
Even if he doesn't have, I know their O-line's getting old, but the Ravens have always had a good defense and everything. But my God, if you get a college coach in there that wants to run some RPO stuff like he did,
you get a real offensive-minded coach.
Oh,
that's like just him in general. He's a nightmare for.
Could you imagine putting Bruce Arians, the quarterback whisperer, in Baltimore? what he could do to Lamar Miller. Bruce, don't go. Don't go. You're a Steeler. You were a Steeler. You will finally be remembered as a Steeler. Don't do it. Just putting that out there. And you got too much swag to be in the cold, my guy. You turning on the Green Bay job, so you're definitely not playing in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, that was surprising, too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, yeah, because then, so for Bruce Arians, that would be the trifecta of super quarterbacks. Peyton Manning, Carson Wentz, or not Carson Wentz. Carson Palmer.
Okay.
And that would be 3 really good quarterbacks. Well, he had Andrew Luck, too, for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So well, the only person he's missing is Brady, but of course you're not gonna get Brady.
No, you're not gonna get Brady.
So it would be
Unless something terrible falls.
Carson Palmer. Who did we say?
Carson Palmer.
He had Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh, Carson Palmer, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. Like, why would you not want to go work with Aaron Rodgers at that point?
Well, I just feel like that right now. That's definitely like a toxic type of situation, just because.
Oh, for sure. Do you think Aaron tanked in last week's game to get McCarthy out of there? Because I've heard that a lot.
I can't say definitively yes or no, but probably. But it's just I know that relationship's been testy for a while.
Hey, at nothing else, Aaron Rodgers' mustache is A1. If nothing else, that dude has an A1 mustache. Oh yeah, man, get into that jack, bro. That's why I bought it. But yeah, all right. So NFC's looking good. AFC is starting to weaken a little bit with the Chiefs starting to lose some games. I don't know, man.
If the Chiefs continue to lose steam, I'm going to have to unfortunately go with the Patriots again in the Super Bowl.
Patriots Rams. That was my pick.
I don't know.
My pick is Patriots Rams strictly because what we just talked about. The Rams can turn it on at any time, and you know that all those big name free agents want to get that Super Bowl bonus money. And at the end of the day, like how much of an impact would a Super Bowl ring have on Ndamukong Suh's career, Jared Goff's career, Aaron Donald's career? Aqib Talib gets another ring. Marcus Peters gets a ring.
It would definitely elevate their careers looking back at it.
Oh, for sure.
Because
that, depending on what Jared Goff does, like if they make it to the Super Bowl and win it, depending on what Jared Goff does the rest of the way, that could be his gold jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you look at the Hall of Fame, there's guys that don't have gaudy passing numbers that have rings and are in the Hall of Fame, and it's like if we're measuring, like don't mistake it that I'm not or that I'm discrediting the weight of a ring, but if I throw for 10,000 yards in my NFL career, but I have 3 rings. There's some guys that are probably a lot more deserving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's how much weight you put on things.
I don't know. I just don't know if I would definitely put the Rams in there though, because they gotta get past the Saints and they gotta do that again because they lost the last time.
Well, for sure.
So,
This just in. Kyler Murray, Heisman winner, 2018. Cheers to you, son. Hell of a season. 4,000 passing yards, 51 total touchdowns. Now that I think about it, Oklahoma's on one right now. Baker Mayfield wins a Heisman last year.
Yeah.
Man, Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley, his job security's looking pretty good right about now. He can afford that loss to Alabama if it comes.
Yep.
Man, that's wild. But big ups to Kyler Murray, though. You know what? All right, so not to completely reverse track here, because we'll get back to Super Bowl picks. If I were Kyler Murray, and I'm just saying this as if I were him, I would have told Coach Lincoln Riley when I knew that I got drafted in the MLB, because I know that he was allowed to keep his signing bonus. I would have told Coach Lincoln Riley to take me off of scholarship and go get me a 5-star receiver to throw the damn ball to.
Yeah.
Think about it. Because, I mean, you and I both know college is expensive.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I know.
But if you're getting a $200,000 signing bonus, and you know you're going to go play in the majors anyway.
Hell, that'll pay for med school.
Exactly. So why would you not, in my opinion, say, not that Kyler Murray's not a team player, because he is a team player. He's a fantastic human being from every interview that I've seen. But why would you not just say, Coach, listen, I just want somebody good to throw the ball to. Not that he doesn't even have good receivers, because he has great receivers right now. But if you go get a Megatron that's in high school to commit and say, listen, I'll play one more year here because I can afford to, and then I'm gonna go play Major League Baseball. Let's go get a chip. Why not? Why would you not? Because then that's one more scholarship for the school.
Yep.
That's one more scholarship that's going to help you out. And you as a quarterback, you should want every opportunity to have the best people around you at all times.
Honestly, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, that mean, why not?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially because if you have the opportunity, and I mean, I guess, me thinking about it, being someone supremely less talented and less fortunate than Kyler Murray, I would do it just because, like, at the end of the day, man, even if he goes and plays in the majors and has a successful career, what would that say about him as arguably one of the greatest athletes of all time if he wins a college football, or if he wins the national title as a football player in college and then goes and wins a World Series? That puts you top 3, in my opinion, elite company.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, the only other 2 people that would just be considered in that greatest athletes of all time, well, no, actually, there's 4, would be Mike, Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, and Kyler Murray if he were to do it. Those are the only guys to play multiple sports and be successful. Mike and Deion weren't super successful at baseball, and frankly, neither was Bo, but then again, Bo was, an alien.
Yeah. I mean, it's really difficult to win championships at the highest level of your respective sport. So if you're able to do that, then, I mean, what are you on? Because I'm on some.
For sure. I mean, taking all the HGH.
Yep.
Every ounce of that good south of the border HGH that you can get.
Yep.
So, while we're on football and while I have you here, you said practice was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should other teams be worried?
I'm going to say yes. Because I'm getting my hands back, so I'm gonna be popping. I'm gonna be popping, guys.
You'll be awful crucial with these hands, Roy Jones.
And it's just we're definitely starting to. I mean, the balls were kind of slippery today. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than that, we were definitely the O line was making holes. The X's and O's, they're starting to get there. So I mean, we get more polished up. We actually start to actually get more people there to work. We'll be good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my biggest thing is that I know a lot of teams have been having issues in our league, gefa.com if you're interested. PA weather's been really rough for the last, 3 months or so, and a lot of teams are struggling, and we only have, so many indoor facilities to go around.
Yeah.
But
I know monsoon or it's been frozen.
For sure. Our schedule got released today, so you want to go over the schedule?
We can go over the schedule.
All right. So week 1, the Reading Raptors, new team to the league, former MIFL champ. This is supposedly their B squad that they're sending that's gonna walk all over this league.
We'll see.
I don't know about you, bro, but dinosaurs been extinct for a little bit. Dinosaurs. I mean, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You two, do not get me twisted. Jurassic World, great movie. CGI was impressive, man. CGI was impressive. Raptors have been extinct for a long time, my dude. Yeah, that's my thought exactly. Week 2, D-backs. We scrimmaged against them. It was for a good cause.
It was a snowy ass day.
Yeah, it was snowy. Y'all get to come to our field now. Trust me, if there's snow on the ground, we're actually going to shovel it.
Yes, we will. Because
I
would like to have footing for when I...
Bush League, but sorry. Had to put that out there. Week 3 at the Shock. Man, that's a good one. Coach Simerson runs the league podcast. He's a good guy. I don't know, man. That's a pick 'em for me. I mean, our team is good. We actually got a player from them, and it was one of their better players. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be a slugfest. The last 2 years that we've played them has been a slugfest. I think it's gonna be a slugfest. It's gonna be a pick'em. Du Bois, week 4. I tell you what, 4-6. That's what April 6th. See, in PA weather, April 6th can be 70 or 12 with like 60-mile-an-hour winds.
And threatening to rain or snow.
Exactly. So, but that actually, in my opinion, I think that favors Du Bois a little bit. You know, they're a big ground and pound team. You know what I mean? I definitely think we're gonna beat them. You know what I mean? I feel very, very strongly in our talent. And, you know, they are in a little bit of a rebuilding phase as a team. So I definitely think, you know, their record was 6-4 last year. I think they have some work to do, but it'll be interesting to see. Week 5 at the Tomahawks in Mifflin County. That's actually one of our closer games for travel-wise. It's right up 11. Probably no more than probably an hour and 10 for you.
I played Mifflin County before. Well, their high school team anyway. Back when I was in high school.
Well, yeah, they're actually their field isn't far from the high school.
It'll be an interesting game.
Yeah. We shout out to the Bell brothers and Caleb Genman for coming over from the Tomahawks. They lost their quarterback. He moved back to Cleveland. So their quarterback situation is, as far as I know at this point, still up in the air. I know I've heard rumors about, you know, backups from other teams going there, not to name names, but, you know, the Vikings backup was heard to be going over there, but who knows at this point. So then week 6. This was a little personal. Well, turn the head around for this. Throw a U up real quick. The Columbia County Kings. I'm going to put it to you like this, brother. You might not hear me talk a whole lot of shit during the season. 90% of my talking is going to be during this game.
Okay. All right.
Because, so here's the thing, right? So I already told you off camera about a lot of the stuff that happened, but you have no idea how fun it's going to be talking shit to guys that you used to pad up with. You know what I mean? Think about it. It would almost be like taking your high school offense and defense and splitting them apart and putting them on 2 separate teams. How many times in high school would you have loved to go just hit your quarterback, try to sack your quarterback in high school? You know what I mean? So, like, it's one of those things that, you know, shout out to the Odom brothers, shout out Billy Hummel, shout out Benjamin Mathis, you know what I mean? Shout out Andre Bell. You're gonna like going against Dre.
Okay.
This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a bloodbath. My opinion, and I'm not saying, you know, this, that, and the third for any of the other games, because, you know, any given Saturday you can win, every given Saturday you can lose. I'm gonna be upset, for me personally, if I don't sack Dennis Odom 2 times, have at least a couple of other tackles, and if we don't drop 60. I'm calling it now. And the only reason I'm calling it now is because the way things ended with a lot of the players wasn't really amicable with a lot of us. You know, and as much as I respect all the men in question as men, we're still football players. We still got to strap up and play this game. And you better believe we're going to play this game. So, whether that be Easter or the week after, at their place on turf.
Ooh,
End of April. On turf.
Oh, niggas are getting hit today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, week 7 is our bye. Then Jefferson County Jaguars at home should be a fun game. They're a real classy organization. They're not going to talk a whole lot. They're just going to show up and play good football. Okay. Good football team. I definitely appreciate and respect a lot of the guys they have out there. Week 9, a rematch. You know, I'm going to talk a little shit on this one too.
Okay.
Moshannon Valley, the Vikings, Mova, row the damn ship, as they say. Y'all better hope number 66 doesn't suit up for you guys, because he may still have to see me after the last game. Just putting that out there. Quarterfinals, for those of you that don't know, this man legitimately injured one of our best players due to a hands-in-the-face penalty that didn't get called. He damn near took his helmet off and ended up, you know, spraining something in his neck, and, you know, long story short, no good. 2, he did the same thing to me. At the end of the day, you know, in this league, the GEFA, we're not getting paid. We're all men here. You know what I mean? I'm going to respect you as much as you respect me. And, you know, I expect that respect back. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to go home with a broken leg. Nobody wants to go home and not be able to work and support their family. So, let's keep this one a little more classy. It's all I'm going to say. But, going to be a hell of a game. Our quarterfinal playoff game last year was a hell of a ball game. So, week 10. Williamsport Wildcats. Our teammate Quentin. He just came from Williamsport. I'm sure he's got that one circled. Yeah, that's gonna be June. That's gonna be nice weather.
It's gonna be warm because no, I'm not gonna say it because if I say PA's weather's not gonna be fucked up, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
So knock on wood. I don't know.
I can hear the pregame now. Yo, Arthur, what's the weather like? It's raining sideways. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. But shout out to Williamsport, another classy organization. They got some good players up there. Should be another fun one. Week 11, Cyclones, reigning champs. Moshannon Valley was in the championship game with the Cyclones last year.
I'm just gonna say this: I'm new, and I know y'all Cyclones are the big boys on the block. So I'm gonna come ready, and if I have my way, I'm gonna make some fucking noise. That's all I gotta say.
Amen to that, brother. And see, like my thing is, as much as I despise the Cyclones and everything they stand for, they started just like we did. Mm-hmm. Our team 3 years ago was 1-9. I think the Cyclones actually had 4 seasons, or no, I think they had 4 seasons where they were under like 5 wins, like 4 straight, and then they just kept bringing pieces in and bringing pieces in and bringing pieces in, and once they had their core established, like what we do now, it was over. It was over. But one thing that I think gives us an advantage over a lot of these teams is how young our core is. You know, you're what, 24? 23, about to be 24 at some point? I'm 21, I'll be 22 in January.
I'll be turning 24 2 days after that Cyclone game.
Okay, so during the season.
Yeah. You
know, Dieter's 21, Kyle's 21. You know, the Bells are a little bit older. You know, we got a good amount of young talent and veteran leadership. I mean, hell, Kasim's 24. Got a lot of tread left on his tires for a little fella.
Yeah, it does.
But shout out to Kasim.
Yeah, because little man.
Six is coming. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good season. I love our schedule because we're not driving ridiculous distances.
Okay, what is our farthest game?
Would be probably Reading, probably the Raptors week 1. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it's not bad at all.
Let me look here. Columbia County, either the Raptors or Williamsport. Okay. Williamsport's what, an hour and 20? Hour and a half. Yeah. Reading's probably an hour and a half. Oh, never mind. The Shock. The Shock is definitely our furthest game. I just thought about the Shock.
Where are they at?
Scranton.
Oh yeah,
2 hours.
Far.
2 hours. 2 hours for me.
That Saturday's going to be real painful.
Yeah, but the Tomahawks aren't bad. The Kings aren't bad. No more than an hour. Probably like an hour and 10 for you. But yeah, man, I think we're good. I mean, we're not. I mean, imagine had we had to drive all the way out to Jersey to go play the team in Jersey.
The only reason I want to drive out to Jersey is to get the Gaetanos for their cheesesteaks. Other than that, no.
The only reason I want to go out to Jersey, I'm going to the beach.
When is that game? Oh, well,
we don't play Jersey,
so I take that back.
Yeah, unless for some ungodly reason they get the first seed in the playoffs, then we have to go see them. Yay. That'd be wild. But I've heard good things about all the new teams. The Harrisburg team, believe it or not, is like right over here in Anola. It's like less than 5 minutes from here.
That's interesting.
Yeah, at Adams Reese Field. So if you go,
I know where that is. Yeah,
they're at. It's the old Sharks Field. They have the old Sharks Field.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, it's been fun, man. We've been an hour and 4 minutes. We've been doing right. See, and it flies too because we've been having some good conversations. So, new segment to the show. Like I said, show's titled "Let's Talk About It." I personally like to talk about a lot of issues, a lot of things. and I have a segment in mind. I know SOS to most people means save our ship, but this segment is called My SOS, which is my state of society. So, how you feeling about the world, brother?
Well, I mean, some days, I know on the news they usually have mostly terrible shit because terrible shit sells.
For sure.
But I feel like sometimes we're making strides in the right direction, and then sometimes we take like multiple steps back. I feel like, there's that line in The Dark Knight. It's always darkest right before the dawn. So I'm just, I'm hoping that even with all this racial tension since that orange carrot got into the office, that
carrot with a toupee on top.
Yep, awful toupee.
Yeah, right.
I'm just hoping that, once hopefully America comes to its senses and we don't re-elect him for a second term. I'm hoping that whoever comes in next, whether it be a Democrat or a Republican that actually has some sense.
For sure.
That we can try and just like kill the racial tension and just get back to just seeing each other as people. Because at the end of the day, if I cut my arm, my blood's still red.
Facts.
No matter what happens.
I was actually just going to say that because at the end of the day, and I know a lot of people, they're almost kind of pushed to see color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, African American, Caucasian American, Asian American, Korean American, the one word that is transcendent amongst all of those, in my opinion, and for me, is American. I don't care, what color you are. That doesn't matter. Your actions speak louder than your words for me. And I think as a country, I think you're right. I think it's going to be crucial that our generation take a lot of those steps.
Just try and bring it as forward as we can.
For sure.
And also, I would say this though. I think America needs to stop being as sensitive. We are. Because
10-ply toilet paper saw.
It's just like, I know a lot of people, if they do something wrong, they want somebody to stroke their ego and help them get through it and be like, oh no, it's okay. Like, honestly, if I do something wrong, I want you to tell me straight up, yo, you fucked up.
For sure.
You need to get your shit together. I'm like, I will respond a lot better to that, and I'll respect you a lot more if you just tell me, instead of just trying to coddle me like I'm a child and like give me a participation award.
For sure.
Like, I would like to know what I can and cannot do and what I need to get better at. But other than that, I think we're all right. Also, I could use with less advertisements on my Crunchyroll. That would be nice.
Well, just to kind of piggyback a little bit off of what you said, I think it's. I use this analogy a lot. Is that our generation hasn't really necessarily had a war to call its own.
That's
true. But hear me out though. So, the baby boomers, we're World War II. Then you get baby boomers were after.
We're Vietnam.
Baby boomers were Vietnam. You know what I mean? You get the Cold War kids, and then you're working your way up into Desert Storm and Iraq. I think one of the biggest battles, it's not even a battle anymore. It's a war that we have to have is taking care of ourselves.
And global warming.
So, well, what I mean by that is more or less, we can go off and fight in Vietnam. We can go off and fight, wherever. That's all well and good. But you got to be able to take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. You know what I mean? And I say that goes for, all the way on a big scale to a country, but all the way down to me personally as a man. You know what I mean?
I need to make sure I'm good before I can make sure you're good.
Exactly. So, and I think the biggest thing that our country has had to fight in the last, 10 years, well, more like, we'll say in the 2000s, is, a lot of racial tension, a lot of, gender issues, a lot of...
Right now, the woman movement.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot, the feminism
Not disparaging
movement.
it. Just
saying. For sure.
It's definitely
Well, and my thing is that this is our war. Our war isn't with guns and bullets. Our war is spiritual. Our war is more mental. You know what I mean? I've heard so much about mental health that I never heard growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've heard so much more about, you know, like suicide prevention and drug use and everything else than when I grew up.
I mean, as someone who struggles with depression, especially like during the winter when I can't actually be outside since I work at night and I sleep during the day, it's just refreshing to hear that it's getting taken more seriously.
Yeah, for sure.
Nowadays than just someone saying, "Oh, he's a guy who's, you know, acting sad all the time and he's a pussy." Like, no, there's something going on.
Yeah. You know, something's off. I need to talk about it. I need to, you know, do whatever.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about it. That's why I named this show that. Bro, you see, it's a 360, bro. It all comes back. It all comes back.
Yeah. So it's refreshing to hear that as time is moving forward, it's becoming less and less of a stigma and more of someone like, as more of the public's recognizing that these people need help. They're not just weak-minded.
Well, yeah, and I mean, and the biggest thing, you know, and I mean, I don't know, you were definitely told it growing up, and I was definitely told it growing up, is the first key to solving a problem is acknowledging that there is one.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and now that we're acknowledging it and we're good, well, we're not good, but now that we're acknowledging it and we know kind of what steps to start to take, things will get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's definitely, you know, looking better for sure.
No more.
You want one more?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't blame you. If you gotta stay a little bit after, you're good too.
Okay.
But, well, ladies and gentlemen, just leave it. It's good.
Okay.
It's been a fun one, man. Like I said, we've been in an hour, 11 minutes, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take too long to edit or anything either, so we should be good. But, any closing remarks for the YouTube audience?
Well, thank you for having me. If y'all kill me in the comments, I want to read that shit. I'll probably laugh my own ass off.
So yeah, for sure. That's the great thing. I didn't actually get a chance to look at any of the likes or comments. I know I got a couple of subscribers off of my pilot video, and I hope to get some more. But like I said, don't feel free to roast me in the comments. If there's something you want to talk about, 99% of the time, I will acknowledge it at some point. So, well, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. See, and like my thing is that, you know, we could be doing this more. But while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna press you real quick.
Huh.
You gonna subscribe to my channel, right?
Yeah, subscribe.
You're not gonna do me dirty and leave me hanging, right?
Let me make a YouTube account first, and then I'll subscribe to it.
All right, word. All right, yo. It was definitely fun having you, bro, for sure. All right, y'all. Well, this is episode 1 of Let's Talk About It. We're out of here.